Greetings and salutations! This is Jason Silverain, and today I'll be taking a look at Hell Girls, a match-free game created by SakuraGame and released in January 2017. It's available rather cheaply at £1.59, but it's often on sale. It boasts Steam trading cards and also Steam achievements. Quite a lot of Steam achievements, in fact. It's got 92 of them, but they're all relatively easy to get, so it's not frustrating in that way, but it's still a hell of a lot of achievements for a game. Now, this has had mixed responses. It was actually on the Steam front page for a while, and garnered a lot of hate because the game does contain fan service. There's 6 images in the game, which you unlock by doing key points, and, well, just because of the nature of it, it did garner a lot of negative reviews and negative attention. Now, I agree the fan service in the game, while relatively tame, even with the 18 patch, which essentially just removes the top slightly, and basically includes nipples there, it's relatively weak. It's not needed. The game itself is actually half decent. The fan service weakens it. But if anyone really wants it, I will be including a link to the 18 patch that was originally available from the publishers, but is now no longer available on the Steam's discussion pages. So let's get into the main core gameplay, shall we? Now, after the main tutorial, which I will be showing you in just a moment, you're basically placed into this world map, starting in this little village here. As you go through the various challenges and battles, you unlock more of the map and just keep expanding outwards. Initially it was all this black star map, so it wasn't bad. It's a nice series progression, and the artwork is actually quite nice for the map. I rather like the little paper cutout design style. I'm very fond of that art style. But the game basically revolves around 2 main resources which you gain after each battle. You get essentially soul power and you get money. Now, you can use soul power to upgrade your character level, which increase your stats, and each of these 3 characters have their own niche. For example, the fire-based character is very much about physical attacking, and has a rather high mana. Now, the lightning-based character has quite high armour, weak attack, and alright special. And the ice character has decent mana and decent health, but is pretty much weak on the offensive and doesn't have great armour. You can also pick up, as you go through the game, various extra costumes, which all have their own unique effects. Mostly fan service. I tend to stick with the no special effects because I don't like the debuffs that are also included. You can also change skills, which you start off with, I think, about 3 skills, and they're all relatively weak. But as you go through the game, you can purchase more skills using money, and all of these help you in the actual game. So it's not too bad. Now, to go into the tutorial, which I do like, it just goes beginner's guide, click. As you can see, the interface is actually very good and the loading times are very fast. And I do love the little cat musketeer thing. So yes, you've got your physical gems here, magic gems, HP recovery gems, shield gems, and mana, which you use mana to use your special abilities. HP, simple enough. That's the HP of the creature, by the way, and also it lets you tell you what the creature's next move is going to be and how many rounds you have till it does that move. So we connect 3 gems just by dragging, and you can do it diagonally, which is lovely. And if you do 4 or more, you unlock spellbooks, which have a unique effect depending on the character. Now, the fire character causes explosions around them. The ice character destroys everything on a layer above, or if you've got a high enough level spellbook, by making a big enough of a connection, it destroys things just on a straight line with it. And lightning destroys these obstacles. As you can see, the actual combat has, well, I'll get past this little example first, has quite interesting, and I quite like the 3D models. They're basic, but they're well done. There's not too much clipping, which is something that usually very much annoys me. The hair just stops from clipping into the shoulders. Something that Dynasty Warriors could really benefit from. There is quite a lot of boob jiggle there. So this is sort of an example of combat. Go. Go across. And of course I'm not going to lose a tutorial. But other things you have to take notice of is you eventually get things like treasure chests appearing, which you only have a certain amount of time to destroy. And also up here you have a timer. You don't fail going past this, but you needed to get a 3-star rating is to actually complete the level underneath that number of turns. And I do like that if you start running out of money, you can just go to that and it will give you money after doing the tutorial again. So that's pretty much the game in a nutshell. I'm just going to go into one of the, should we say, more difficult levels, just to give an example of play. Now, it does occasionally have these long moments of lag when you initially select a level. So you can see on this level I have to fight 3 creatures, 2 wasps and a man-eating Venus flytrap. You can also check the skills, which each of them have. I hate mana drain, it's so annoying. But let's go with an alternative character. Let's go with the ice character, who's kind of my main. Now, I do very much like the music to this game. It does seem to randomly pick a track whenever you go into a level, but I like it. It's very upbeat, it's very energetic. There's not much point me getting the mana right now, because every time it attack me, I'll just keep draining it. So let's get on the offensive after I get some health back. So here we go, here's the treasure chest. And as you can see, lots of helpful tooltips, which is very nice. I want to see if this is available on tablet, because I think it would make a very good tablet game. So, as much as I don't really want to, let's get myself some mana. Now, this, I'm trying to get that chest, but I've got to strike it at least 3 times, which is going to be quite difficult. Some ice spells. Well, that didn't really help, which is a shame, really. Because that's not big enough to do a sideways. If I get 6, it does it in a both down and across pattern. So you can see with the ice character, it's actually very difficult to collect chests. You've got to actually plan where your spell book appears. And I'm taking a pounding because of this. There we go. There, I've got the chest. Now, something to be mentioned is if you fail to collect the chest, they will actually harm you. A bit of insult to injury, really. And as you can see, I'm not actually pushed at this. There's no real time limit. You can just take your time to sort of pick what you think is the best move. You can stop hitting me for a moment. Let's get some health back. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to go this way. I do actually have a plan here. Excellent, get rid of you, and now I know I can actually use spells once I get some mana. Now the nice thing about these spell books is they can be used to continue a chain. And I have on more than one occasion actually managed to make massive chains because the spellbook has just been in the right place. I mean, one of the achievements is getting I think above 8 in a line. Come on. There we go. Now this is one of my favourite abilities, but it does take a lot of mana to do. Basically, it prevents them from doing anything for 3 more extra turns, and they take a little bit of damage. Oh, no, I don't want to be doing that. There we go. And this is all but over. This has been the game in a nutshell. It's very simple gameplay. I mean, what do you expect from match 3? But it's visually attractive. It's got decent varied mechanics between the characters. There's plenty of achievements to keep people interested if that's your thing. It is a little grindy, but so far I've actually been really enjoying it. All I'm saying is the main problem with it, and they've probably shot themselves in the foot here, is the fan service. If they'd made it a bit more PG or just not included it, they probably wouldn't be having so much negative press. Though I do want to state one thing. Anyone who's going, "Get this weeaboo piece of crap off of Steam!" or goes, "This is basically child pornography!" which is a case of they're obviously not children. That one really wound me up a bit, because it's the same sort of mentality that's got A-cup breasts banned and pornography and in Australia, on the off chance that the person looks a little young. It's a very much knee-jerk reaction, and it's not a constructive feedback or constructive criticism. You should just be anyone who just does that as a review should really just not bother. But thank you very much for listening. If you enjoy this and actually want a half decent match 3, I would say play Puzzle Quest, the first in the series. But you can't go far wrong with this. It's worth the money. I'll give it that. Even if it is a little embarrassing, it's not something you'd play in front of your friends. But I'll catch you guys next time.